We have the epitome of patient
You're
neutral footsies.
you're gonna love this. I loved it when I was getting ghost inputs. You're gonna love this match. Alright, so a little bit of damage for Touhoutails right off the bat. Trying to approach, but keeps getting hit by that stinger just a little bit. But he tries to go a little over-aggressive, gets punished for it with that range. Jumps into it again. Feels like that's going to be an issue.
Situation you're going to see a lot in this set. We are both at full screen.
Oh my gosh, the
trying
duck.
to throw out our biggest moves possible. Just stuck at a stalemate until one of us decides to go in.
Oh, getting a little bit of a combo there, but can't really capitalize on it. That 2-1-4 is a little bit slow, a lot slower than a 2-3-6S at least, so that's going to get a little bit of a punish. That projectile doing a lot to end that momentum. Man, the 2-1-4P back into neutral. It's about even, roughly. Just walking back, doing the strut.
I'm just sitting there, letting my bar build up.
A man's woman got no time to talk. Oh, exchanging a little bit of blows. Oh, man, misses the 2-1-4P.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely, and gets punished a little bit for it. Once again, exchanging
The longer
hits.
we wait, the greater my damage builds up.
Absolutely, we can see that meter at the top. That's what that does for Etielle. I'm going to see it's at full right now, so Delphius definitely doesn't want to get hit. Look at that damage. Again, opened up a little bit. Manages to get that block there, but now Touhou has nothing to lose for a little bit of an approach, especially that projectile.
Yeah, setting up the projectile, just kind of letting it wait.
Oh, finally gets the reach around a little bit, but for what? It's not a lot of damage.
Able to convert.
It's just back and forth.
The defense.
It's back and forth. Oh, tries to go for the raw super, but he saw it coming, and I think that was Delphius's last chance unless he can get a little bit of something here. It's just very difficult to approach that Etielle, especially with the projectile locked and loaded.
Here comes that again.
Oh, and jumps right into it. Tries to avoid it, but I'm guessing the dash didn't come out, and that is going to be that round for
That was rough because there was the projectile right below her, and then there was the anti-air poke as well coming in from the left.
Absolutely.
Very dangerous positioning to get caught by.
Just dashing forward a little bit, catching off of the projectile here.
That was just one round, folks.
There's a lot more where that came from.
Plenty of more of this.
Oh, the slow strut out of the way.
Oh.
Able to punish the 6HS.
Trying to keep him in the corner.
Finally breaks through. A little bit of a special. She is just struggling to get anything off right now, stuck in the corner. That being said, Abeldy's damage output is just barely enough to keep this a little bit even. Speaking of damage output, though.
Oh, gets caught by the projectile. Not able to find more, though.
That stinger is very piercing, especially that anti-air poke. Jumps around.
The pacing has definitely changed. It is a much more hectic game of pressure instead of faraway footsies.
There's
Looks
not.
Like we might see the reset, though.
Potentially, we have to bear in mind that Abeldy does have that health regain. You're going to see it as you see her use her scythe. She can regain some health. So he might be out of danger for long, but this is still a bad deficit to be in.
One combo could be enough to survive another stinger.
Potentially. Oh, catches that jump in. Not a lot of HP left. Back and forth with the specials, but that anti-air to come out.
This time gonna catch the jump dash in, and Touhoutails is gonna take the first game.
That's right. On to game 2, kind of doing the other color for Delphius. Tries to get the immediate punish, but nobody really gets any damage until Delphius gets that little bit of a hit, almost cornering, but decides not to pull through with it. Now we're back in the same situation we've seen a lot. Literally just staring each other down. Gets that read, though. Not overextending, managing to barely block that stinger, but...
Literally going back and forth.
Quite literally. What else can you do when you're in this circumstance, though? Oh, gets hit by the projectile. I think tried to wrap around, but just barely missed. Still, though, this is a good position for Delphius so far. If she can get just a few more exchanges, we might finally see a game be taken off, but you never know. This deficit is not a big one, knowing the matchup. A 2-3-6, catching the approach. Another stare down. Actually manages to avoid by that 6HS, very unsafe.
Now, in the corner. Quickly able to get out, though, into a damaging combo.
Huge combo, but cannot finish it. There's a little more to it, but it was dropped at that moment. That might have been the end of the game, actually, right there, if they just didn't drop that combo.
Now, Touhoutails is at a huge deficit.
Very huge.
Someone
now in the...
who can easily swing out.
But we have to keep in mind,
more of those.
we have to keep in mind that meter is increasing. Delphius is not approaching or trying to close it out, and we can see it's almost at full. This is going to be the best shot that Touhoutails has to take this game back. That damage output could be so massive if he can just get one opening.
Very careful.
Very careful. Oh, finally gets the stinger, and he's going all in, straight for the approach. Finally catches it. A little bit over-aggressive there, and this is a lot of damage. This is what we were talking about. Right in the corner. She is not able to do anything. Getting that 6HS.
Not ready for the
it's
launcher.
so close, and that's going to do it. Oh, what a...
Able to make the big comeback.
What a comeback. Holy
That's gotta
shit.
be a demoralizer for Delphius.
Very much so. It doesn't seem like it right now, though. Huge aggression. Very confident about that, but getting hit by the stinger for a little bit of damage. Catching that dash in, though.
Oh, nice
Now,
low, just jumping in.
Second round with a lot of meter to spare.
A lot. We might try to see some of those skill break combos. That's where Abeldy really shines in her combo game. Manages to actually get through that projectile this time, but not that time. A trade he probably didn't want, but... Now we're back in the same situation we've seen plenty of times. Touhoutails trying to go for a little bit of an approach, but that stinger just barely gets shielded. Oh, not that time, though. Catches it raw this time.
A big punish.
Very
Not letting her
big.
use the disc for free.
But still alive is Touhoutails.
Absolutely. Just a little more damage, though, and this could go.
Oh my god.
Aw, man.
Oh, with the catch.
Yeah, the 214S coming out, catching that aerial approach, and now we've got an even game. Just walks away from that S. Oh my god. Back in the same situation.
That is the difference between them. Etielle has a projectile to help her get into neutral, but Abeldy has the big air-to-ground normals.
Absolutely. Kind of struggling to get around that projectile, but we saw right there, it is possible. Oh, cannot get the punish. A little too late on it. That's a little bit of a super. Huge damage.
Huge damage.
Yeah,
The
huge
super
damage.
with a full bar.
Oh, this is looking really bad. Oh, gets that loop around, but at what cost?
Swinging in Touhoutails' favor.
That grab's gonna do
good
it.
grab.
All right, we got one more game, and this
At
will
least.
be. At least, you never know. I feel like
I
Delphius. I feel like Delphius can take a game here. Just a lot of things that she is able to capitalize on, she's not capitalizing on. I think that's like the #1 thing, because otherwise this is relatively even. Relatively. All right, there's a little bit of weight there. She's probably trying to collect herself getting into this match.
Taking a breather, you know, that's important.
Very, very
I think
important.
one thing I want to try and see with this this game 3, I think when the neutral starts settling down and both players are playing passively, I feel like Delphius might just be playing a little too passively.
I can see that as well.
On the one hand, you're seeing the way it's giving Etielle the meter, but I think more important than the meter, even if there wasn't one there, it still feels like Touhoutails is kind of dictating the terms of the next engagement, which will automatically put him in an advantageous spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hopefully we'll see a little more aggression here in this neutral.
Yeah, that's what Abeldy benefits from. She does not benefit from this passive play. Her range is a lot, but again, especially against zoners, you want to be able to have that sort of mid-range. And we're kind of seeing it here. This is a big, big lead for Delphius right now.
Able to swing the momentum in their favor.
But is she able to maintain it? We've seen this 2 times before, and she hasn't been able to.
Touhou with the casual strut behind the projectile, able to find an opening here, has the corner, finds low.
Oh man, this is so much pressure, a lot on the corner.
No meter now though for Touhou. We're gonna see Delphius fight out of the corner,
just
but
barely
gets poked out of it.
And now we're back in this down state. The projectile's gonna come out, but it's gonna dissipate, but Touhoutails manages to catch that, gets a little stinger, catching up very fast, not to mention the meter is slowly building, as you can see. Oh, that was not a trade that he wanted, gets caught.
Oh no!
Gets
right
caught.
at it with again.
Once again. Gets that anti-air though. Huge approach.
All right, we're back in that patience. Gonna set up the projectile to hide behind. Oh, good anti-air to
very
catch.
close.
Not able to find it.
Just barely slinging, holding on, but oh man, the original action coming out from killing mode, giving Delphius the first game. Definitely a lot better than we saw the previous games, but you never know.
Ooh, an immediate poke right at the start of the next round. Touhou just coming in swinging as we reset to our patient neutral.
Very, very patient. That's what this matchup ultimately is all about. Oh, barely caught at the end of that projectile. I think she was thinking that it was toward the end, but not really. Got a little bit of a stinger, and the corner pressure is fierce here.
All right, here we go. Getting some high damage. Able to find the launcher.
Yeah, big, big damage. Managed just to get out of the corner, but
opts to just retreat out of there and try to, instead of trying to turn it around.
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of what we were talking about, though. I feel like that's an example of it. Tries to catch the jump.
Noticing the full meter, does not fall for it again.
Yeah, no. What works once doesn't work twice.
Ooh, able to fight out of the corner.
Dealing with the disc.
The disc and a full bar. It could possibly spell the end for this game if Touhoutails can just get one sort of approach. That being said, lots of damage. Back in sort of neutral scenario. Oh, breaks out of that combo. Force revival. Trying to throw out whatever he can. Oh, gets that poke with a stinger.
Pushed into the corner.
Oh, this
able
might
to find
be
the
the end.
combo, dropped it, but able to pick it back up.
Not
Delphius
really.
Now
it's kind
finding
of
it. Oh,
it's close, but that chip damage on the shield is not good. Oh, that is big. This could be it. It could be it. They're back in this patient position. This is very, very close. Either of them could get one swing, and that'll be it. I know.
One swing and one sting.
Absolutely. They're both in danger now. Oh, a little bit of HP, but not quite enough. They don't want to get too aggressive here. Barely misses.
You can feel the nerves emanating from the screen and the poke.
The poke. All right, but it's not over. It's an even game. It's not over. You cannot give up now. Let's see where this can go. Heart's kind of racing a little bit, starting with a little bit of damage from Delphius, getting huge follow-up, trying to follow it up at that stinger, breaking out of the corner.
Stinger interrupting a lot of that offense.
Oh, and that's going to be a special. Lots of damage
Oh
because
my
of the
god,
meter.
the health bar. It just
Oh, and the
eviscerated.
grab. Gone in an
That
instant.
was ended fast.
Very, very fast.